All right. Good evening. We are back. For those of you who don't know the game, I will show you it in just a second here. I'm going to post my links in the Discord. Just to let everyone know that I am live. Okay, that's good to go. But yeah, here we have a survival game that I'm working on that has base building, that has crafting. Oh, let me adjust that. Okay. It has crafting, resource gathering, base building, like I said. And it has this guy right here, who is your mobile base. So the general idea, right now I only have two types of these kind of island things, but I'm going to make them eventually maybe fully procedural, but at least I'll have like a bunch of different templates of different islands. This whole lower section is going to be most of the time flooded, like the ground level. And then the main loop of the game is going between mountains, gathering or going between these islands, building your base, gathering resources, and overall just, trying to survive. Let's do this. So now we have doors on each side, which is nice for walking up to things. But yeah, as you can tell, we've got a kind of a Rust style build mechanic. Let me put down a box for storage. Okay, we can throw wood in there. You can throw items in there. Stuff like that. I should finish these windows to have them where you can open them and close them. But yeah, the idea is, you build your base, you hop off onto these islands where you can gather resources. Every once in a while, like I said, that lower section is going to be, I think, flooded a lot of the time. And or very dangerous. Maybe it might not be water, it might be something else, but something's going to make it basically inaccessible. And it's not going to have trees everywhere. That's just kind of a holdover from the way the game was before I added these islands. But anyway, you'll go down when it isn't flooded and try to gather better loot, but it's going to be dangerous. Sock, what's up? How's the game coming along? Good. We had some good progress yesterday. We fixed some bugs that were really annoying. But yeah, the idea is, you build out your base. I like having this little front porch here. Kind of want to make it so you can build the railings as well. Let's say you go over here, you're like, all right, I want to go over to this island. We also still do need to figure out the way the mountain is going to move, because we don't actually have that figured out yet. And of course, we will fix this whole clipping issue. We got to make sure that the mountain doesn't actually walk directly up to the mountain or to the island. I'm calling this guy the mountain. We should probably call him Gollum, the Gollum, Rock Gollum, something like that, because that is more accurate as to what he is. I don't know how long I'll be able to stream today. It might not be very long. classic. But I'm trying to make sure I'm still at least streaming every day. So yeah, you'd come up to an island, try to gather all the resources. Okay, I've got a bunch of wood and stone, sweet. Might go back in, might, you know, craft more boxes, something like that. Ooh, crafting table. I could build the crafting table. Okay, so we've cleared off this island. We could also build a home base, you know. This one will have a lot more storage for us. That's kind of the loop I'm envisioning is, you know, you build some main bases as well. I just love building bases with this system. It works so well. Oh, that looks pretty nice. I do just love building in this. Should we do a stairwell window? Let's do that. As a former window installer, I will say I hate stairwell windows when installing them. Maybe we should add a railing component next. That would be fun. Oh, we are out of wood. Normally you would actually be out of wood a lot sooner. I've made everything really cheap. Okay, so now we go to another island and we collect more wood. Man, and this is working really good with the mountain. Making sure that you're not constantly... Whenever you're on it or on the structure, your base on top of it, your momentum is good to go. It's all... There's no issues there. And then when you get off of it, you get unpaired to its momentum. It's just working. It's good enough to where I don't want to have to worry about it ever again. Unless I find a much better way of doing it. We could also do like the furnace for like refining stuff. And maybe even some decorative pieces. We have placeables now. We do need to be able to delete placeables, maybe with the hammer. Or be able to pick them up again. I think that's the way to do it, is just be able to pick them up again. Oh. Can I still get there from here? It's a bit of a jump. There we go. Look at that. I really should fix this doorway. It's really annoying seeing that. It's not different enough. It needs to look a lot different than the walls. And I could just change the wood textures as well. Look at that. Okay, so now we have storage. Place a block there. Should also do the control click. We also need to make it so you can't place a box like this where it's basically inside the other box. So let's actually write some of this down. And you guys can also be good at telling me to do this. If you're on the Twitch side of things, you can spend channel points to make me look at Trello, because I always forget. So that's already there. Make boxes and placeables have an area. 3D makes it so you can't place another placeable there. Okay, I'm going to put that in the backlog. Crafting table. Okay, I think that's what we're doing next. I wish I could save my progress. I haven't built in saves yet. Also, let me go to the door. let's do this and then wooden door. Now what happens when I go to quick load? We have wooden box, wood door, wood brown. Okay. Wood door. It only changed that one. But I assume when we jump back in, should be fine. What happened to this one? I think that one's still fine. Okay. Let's jump back in and test it. One thing I need to do. Let's go to main. This goes to 24, okay. Okay, and then we can go to the console. We're doing a lot of LFs on this. Begins with Eternal. What's up? How you doing? Time, space. Let's figure out what this is. So like spawn item. Right here we can do this. Then we could do can't do that with a string. Oh wait, no, we just do. Nothing much, just doing some Blender. Nice. I'm working on adding some commands to the game. So global dot main dot sky 3D. I think that's what it is. That took a while. Oh. DS. This is so bad. I keep just... keeping this around. Dot. Okay, let's go back to main. Okay, it's current time. Okay. Let's do on main. We can do func set time. Okay. Then in our console, we can do global.main set time. Does that break? String representing a decimal number. Okay. What was that thing again? Is valid float. If the string represents. Okay. Oh, I have print to console. Oh, that's right. I just changed that. And args dot to float is less than or equal to 24, and args to float. How long have you been working on this game? A couple months of actual work. I don't know, maybe like 3 months of actual work on this one. But I've had big breaks in between, and I was working on a game that was like this game, and I pulled assets from before, but I was only working on that for maybe 2 months, and that was a puzzle game instead. So I've only really pulled some of the assets from it. And args to float is greater than or equal to 0.0. Okay, let's try this. Time 12. Time 12.0. Does game time need to be enabled? Okay. Had a nice crash there. I've been getting a lot of crashes recently. Thought that was my blender. Okay, I've got a bunch of this stuff. These errors that I could look through. Okay. Let's also do this. Let's go back to our main. Let's do toggle time. We'll go back here. We're actually just going to do this. Because this is a... Well, let's see. It's just a value of true or false, right? Bit, what's up? Bit casual. Are you a chess enthusiast? No, not really. I'm terrible at chess. Okay, this is just a true false. I am impressed with people who know how to play it, but I can't keep track of all that stuff in my head. It would be fun to learn, but... Okay, so now console. If I do this, then we will do toggle time. Now, let's see if this at least works. Because we know that the time setting doesn't. Okay. Wait, what did I call this? Toggle time? No, time of day. Oh, that works. Sick. So now we have the day-night cycle. Had me fooled with the decor. Ah, yes. That is my sound, whatever you call it. Sound, not soundproofing, but like making the sound quality slightly better. But I can see how you got there. Okay, so now we have game time, and then I can go here and I can do time of day, and it stops. Now the moon stops. Okay, time of day again, time of day stops. That's fun. And we can start it again. That's kind of nice, because at least I can like find a nice time of day and then just pause the time. Like this is a really nice sunset or sunrise here, you know? Looks good. Nice looking project. How long have you been working on it? Thank you. I pulled some assets and some ideas from a previous game that I had been working on. Really not much, just like the trees and I'll show you this mountain guy. Let me do time of day again. I was trying to get it to where I could set the time of day to a specific time. Time of day. I'm going to pause it and then see if I can. So time, let's do 12. Yeah, it just doesn't change it. Let's do time of day. I'll toggle it again. Oh, it did work. It snapped to 12 o'clock. But it didn't right away. It just... So maybe when time of day is toggled... Let me test this real quick, and then I will answer your question in more detail. I'm very distracted. Whoops. Time of day. I should change that to just toggle time or something. Time of day. So while it's running, we can see the shadows moving. The sun is moving in the sky. Okay, now if I do time 0. Yeah, okay, now it's 0. Okay. Sweet. Okay, time 12. Let's do time 14 and then time of day. Now it's stopped. Okay. Now we have a nice little way to just change the time in game. Anyway, this project itself I've been working on for a few months, but I've had some kind of big breaks in between. So like I just took 6 weeks off of working on it. Just because I was busy with life stuff. So I had 6 weeks where I did nothing at all. But I think I was working on maybe 2 months before that or something, and then I just got back. But if you count like the assets from the other game, I don't know, 3 or 4 months of work, actual work. But it's been fun. We're just figuring it out because we built a lot of systems, right? We have crafting is there, at least the basics of it. We have some resource gathering. We have an inventory system. Here, I'll craft something up. And then the best part, which is here's my axe. The best part, which is this guy right here, which is how you get around in the game. Because the ground level is going to be very dangerous and inaccessible at most times. So you're going to be dealing mostly with these like island sort of things. But you have one of these guys at your disposal, which is a walking rock golem sort of creature. And the thing about him is that you can also build your base on top of him. So I have the build system, which is like it's getting there. It's pretty well set up right now. There's a little bit of some bugginess with it, but not too bad. Let's maybe put a doorway there. But yeah, we have a lot of the systems built already, like crafting, building, resource gathering, stuff like that. Ooh, this doorway does not look good. We'll need to fix that. But they're all built in like very small amounts. So there's there's literally just 2 resources right now, wood and stone, which is kind of nice because I want to figure out exactly how I'm going to do these systems before I add a ton of stuff to them. The build system, it's just wooden structures right now. And then, yeah, crafting, I'm going to add in probably maybe tonight. I'm going to add in the crafting table so then we can do some more complicated crafting systems. Like you have to be, I mean, still really simple, but like to be able to build a small box or something, probably not the small box, but if you want to build a furnace or something, then you need to be standing next to a crafting table, you know, and you need to have the resources, stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of I think it's fairly unique in its style and its gameplay, although we're still figuring that out. At least the doors now, you can see it. Before it would kind of just look like a wall. You can still jump through these windows sometimes, but other times you can't. But yeah, the whole loop will be, the lower area is going to be mostly flooded, and then every once in a while it'll drain away, and you can go down there and get better resources. But otherwise, you'll be up on these island things, fighting creatures, gathering resources, building things to make your house look nice. And, ooh, I didn't even think about stuff like armor and all that. We'll do weapons at some point, but yeah. But I'm pretty happy with just a couple months' work. Although the inventory system I had kind of half built already for just for fun. I had built an inventory system on another project, like an add-on project. Basically, it was just a project for me to make an add-on for Godot. And then I have it out there on GitHub for people to download, but the one on GitHub is not up to date because it basically has no, not like API, but basically no API. Like there's no methods that you can use no useful methods. You can install it, but then you can't really, you would have to customize it for it to be useful for your own game. But at some point I want to actually finish that up so people can use it. Because I've done a lot of work on the inventory system in this project. Things like, all right, you need to check how much of a specific item you have. Here's a method that you call, you know. What was I gonna work on? Oh, I'm so distracted. Oh, that's weird. You can't pick up. That's something. We'll have to figure that out. So I can't pick up any of these. I can drop. Oh. Oh, interesting. It was showing like 80 something. So I had a full inventory of stone, but it didn't update the UI. Because then when I dropped one, then it showed 99. Interesting. So a signal isn't firing somewhere. This is how easily I get distracted by things. maybe it happened here. Yep. So I had 75 before, I think. And then I picked up some. It made my inventory full. So I bet when I drop one of these, it will show 99. Yes. Okay. Okay. Which means... Okay. If slot quantity plus quantity is greater than the max stack size, we take the max stack size minus the quantity, do this, and then we pick up item with the remaining. Then we return. Slot quantity plus equals, and then we do this. So we just basically rerun it with the remaining amount? Wait. Okay. No, we do slot quantity plus equals space. Then we grab the remaining. Okay, so we fill it up and then we grab the remaining and we run it again. We return out of this. But if we run it again, it should update this. Maybe I do something like this. Emit that signal there as well. Okay, we're at 25, 34. Oh. That just gave me 100. $21. And I picked that up and that's 100. We're losing inventory here. Has space. Okay. If it has space, slot quantity is less than max stack size. We say it has space. We do that. But we need to know if the slot is the last slot, basically. Because this works fine. Whoops. Let's drop, drop, drop. So pick up 20, and it added 1 to there. So it's fine there. And I pick up another 1. Okay, that's 21. Let's go over here. $45, $74, $92, $115, or $100 and then 15. So it's fine there. It's just when there's no slots left. We're basically saying, hey, there is space. We're saying queue free. Item defined. Slot is okay. Pickup node dot quantity. No, we can just do quantity here. Now, what does this do? Item defined name is same, and quantity plus I dot quantity. So for each slot plus quantity is less than the max stack size. So if there's an empty spot, we return true. And if there isn't an empty spot, maybe we should look for null items first all the way through. We should do that. Then we run it again. So, has space. We're already checking here. Slot item. We're basically already doing a run through it here. So I think we can just do let's comment this out first. I guess we can just do this. Now we will need to do more logic because right now this just won't pick up the item. Let's do a add item wood 1000. Okay. $21. Man, we're still getting 144 frames. I'm actually kind of surprised. Okay, we're at 84. Okay, 14. 22. 37. Okay, let's drop a full stack here. So then we know that we have 100. Okay, now it just won't pick that up. Okay, sweet. But if I chop this, it should pick up at least one of them. Yep, went to 15, 20, 31. Okay, 92. Can't pick that up. Okay. Just saved a bunch by actually using the little helper methods. That's the thing, is I made these helper methods after and I haven't gone through to like change them. Now we can do a separate one. This isn't great. I would rather just have it one, but quantity is an int. Wait. Check partial fill. This is checking partial fill. I dot quantity is less than I dot item dot max stack size. We're going to say an int here. Return I dot item dot max stack size minus I dot quantity. Var, let's do remainder int equals this, and then return remainder. Oh, I just have to do return false here. Oh, wait. Can I just return false? Does that break things? Well, I got to head out, Dead Slap. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Sokka. I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good one. Hopefully I didn't miss your message too long ago. But, yeah, take it easy. Good to have you around, as always. Appreciate you. Peace out. Have a good night. I don't know if I can return a false. This is GD script. Can I return false if it expects an int? True, I can just do 0. Hey, RJL, what's up? Zero works. Good to see you again, RJL. It's been a while. I've been kind of on break up until a couple days ago, so a good 6 weeks of break. And actually, one second, I do need to take a quick break. I'm going to run to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Okay. Good to see you back. Hey, thank you, brother. Good to see you as well. Oh, my music stopped. Oh, well, I will show you the progress here on my most recent project. I don't know if you've seen this. Maybe you have. Okay, so we have this check partial fill. Let me get this working real quick. Okay, now we can do an elif ds global dot check. It's greater than 0. Oh, we need this. Oh, wait, what does this do again? Okay, that just, yep. Then we could do, inventory, okay. Item, quantity, and inventory. Oh, that's at index. Do we have... This is remove quantity of item. Item defined in cost. Did we not have add quantity of item? What about in our inventory? Regular inventory. Oh, we just have add to inventory, but that's index. We can just do, well, increase stack is just index and amount and inventory. This is add to inventory, just that item. Increase stack is just if there is already one there, then we just need the, okay. Get total quantity of an item. Get item and quantity at index. Trying to think of the best way to do this. We could do an index here. Pattern defined, quantity, and index. Okay. Okay, then we can just increase stack. Whoops. What was it? Amount. Okay. So we'll increase the stack there. Then we need to pick up node dot quantity minus equals but we should do var okay, so for each slot, we check what the partial is. So if there is one, oh, and then here we can return. But yeah, so if there's space in that slot, if it's greater than 0, then we increase the stack by that amount. And then we decrease the pickup node's quantity. Okay, so we're going to do add item wood 1000. Add item wood for, whoops, add item wood 396. It's funny how it like does that, where it filled up that one. But not correctly. Or was I just way off? I needed to do 600. Okay. Now we can drop that. We can pick up this. Oh. We can drop that again. We can chop down this tree. Picked up 8. 22, 27, 63. Let's add a new command to our console. What was the okay, so this right here. We got that. Then we have quantity. No item to check. Sweet. Check item. Item wood, quantity 100. Sick. Okay. So now we can really test this. Okay, we have 63. Quantity 11, so we should have 74 in that slot. Perfect. So 84. 12. So 96. Okay. Now, we know this is 100, right? So we should get 4. And then it should have 96 left. Broken. Okay. Item defined is that. Inventory. I see. We're trying to grab. We grabbing for I in inventory. Ah. We got to do this. No, wait. This should still be just I. Yeah, because that has an index. Okay. Let's see. Dang, now I got to do all this again. Something broke. Quantity 0. So we still need to delete this item. Okay, let's RM item. Okay. Now I drop that. Okay, I drop 1. Okay, it filled it up, picked it up. Didn't play the sound, but Let's drop one of those. Let's okay, now we have 99 there. And this check item is 100. Press F. We have 100. We check item, and it's 99. Sick. Okay. We can break this out. I think we had to do this for some reason. I don't remember what, but... Okay. Okay, so it still picks it up, but it just picks up one. Still makes the noise. Okay, sick. BRB, gonna make some coffee. I'm back. Okay, it's nice to have that figured out, even though it was completely off of what I was actually trying to do. It's really annoying that you can't just get up onto this guy. I should probably just change his model or something. So crafting table I could work on next. Oh, I just love building these bases. Okay. Let's go back to our console. Let's change this to toggle time. Okay, we have now stopped the sun. So we can admire this landscape here. I do love this. Okay, toggle time again. Let it move. Okay. Let's go to Blender and let's at least, because I don't know how much longer I can stream, but let's at least start working on the crafting bench. Okay. We can have it extend down like that. Now, what do we put on it? Should it just be a solid bench? How do my other placeables work? I'm gonna wait for the import here. Let's take a look. My small box is a little different because we have a mesh. Okay. Is this main node interactable? We could do interactable. Well, let's just literally start with this. Now, how are we doing? That was this right here with a material on the surface. Let's literally just save this. That's the item. World items. Create new scene. Okay. Oh, we're going to need a crafting bench. Generate game icon for a simple work table. Placeholder AI art is pretty nice to have that because it helps with the look and feel of the game without any effort, and I'm just going to change it out eventually once I start doing real artwork for the game. Okay. Now we can take some inspiration from that. Save that. Crafting bench icon saved. Okay. Then we can instantiate this here. Editable children. Boom. Okay. Nice. Not bad. Okay, so we have that. What else do I need? So we have world items, and then we have small box GD in world items scripts. That's annoying. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Okay. Okay. Storage extends placeable. Which extends equipable, but we don't necessarily want that out of storage. Well, maybe we do. Maybe nothing that is storage related shouldn't be equipable. Scene name, small wooden box. Okay. Scene name, crafting bench. Okay, we need to do an interactable. .3D box shape, interactable needs to be 5. Make the interactable maybe a little smaller than the bench. Now, small box has this. Item type, equipable, placeable. This is really messy, but whatever. Item scene path. Okay. This scene path is all messed up. It's like my computer's scene or path. Okay, does this still work if I place a box? Gotta make sure I'm not putting the wrong paths in these things. Alright, still works. Well, let's try to craft one, see what happens. Perfect. Now I need to check my axe. Those have the right ones. Hammer. Actually, let's just go it says items scenes in it. Okay. Once again, things are not in the right places. Because we have world scenes over here. It says world items, which is for placeables, I guess, but wood just doesn't have the item scene path? Okay. Oh, wait. Wood and stone. They don't need to have an item scene path. They are resources. There is an item scene for all items, but an axe actually has like an axe scene that attaches to the player. Wood and stone don't need that because they're not equipables. Okay, now we can go back to our crafting bench. Or actually what we can do is go here. This is going to be crafting bench. Texture is going to be our icon. Oh, I have to do it here. Okay, so mesh, collision shape I don't think I need right away, right? No, I shouldn't, but mesh I do. I need to go here. How do I do this? From a Blender file in the Godot editor. Oh, failed to generate an image. You have not been charged for this request. Please try again. Interesting. So can I just ask GPT image gen to questions and then it gives me answers and I don't get charged? Oh, I have to do it in the blend file, I think. I think that's how I did it. Was I able to do it before? I think so. Meshes, right here. Export geometry. Okay, now I can. Was I not able to do that before? Okay, and then I set that back. Okay, now we have this. Which is not a .mesh file, but whatever. So now we can go back. This is kind of a lot. But we now have a mesh there. Okay, that's there. So has the name, has the type, texture, mesh, collision shape, doesn't need it. Max stack size, that. Item scene path. Okay, craft time. Okay. Now, what does small box have? So I guess let's just go into main and let's add a item that is the let's go to the player. grab this, and instead of this, we're going to do crafting bench and just see what happens. Stuff will break, and then we'll figure out what we need to do. Okay, there's our beautiful crafting bench. Showing 100. Oh, because the quantity was 100. Okay, it broke. Okay, we need a preview for it. Placeable. Why is this not extending? Oh, it just needs a preview there. Preview, which is just a node 3D. Okay, that's fine. Main. I think that's what that is. Main, and then that has all that. Sure. Get our music going again. Preview. Okay, so we hide the main. Okay, so that's still fine. And then that's that. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, it is currently a preview, and it's still broken. Okay, for some reason still showing the preview. Okay. Broken. We'll figure out this preview thing. Did I not spell that right? Oh, it has this. Nice. Okay, now we just need to figure out why it's doing that. Um, okay, we have that. Now, crafting bench. Why are you like this? Okay, that's preview. Maybe it's because we were doing that instead of this. Oops. There we go. Oh, still got the preview showing and still can put it down. And I still had one in my hand. So if I drop this, oh, is open on base. Is open might need to be We could just do that. What happens if I wait. Let's see here. So does not equal null. Item detect current focus interactable. We could just move this into here. Let's see if I broke something there. Yep, did. Is open. So if it's not null, and it's storage, and is open equals true. So when I open it, then I can close it. Else, if inventory UI visible equals true, oh, I see. Really what we should do is just why is it not? Is open equals true? Oh. So we need this. Yeah, that's kind of rough. But it's kind of needed. We kind of need to do this, which is rough. Okay. Okay, that's kind of working. Although I'm not a fan of this icon. Which LLM are you using? I'm using a GPT image gen. So I'm on T3 chat. I don't know if you've ever used it, but T3.chat. And you can use all of these models. And it's like $8 a month. So if you like ChatGPT and just want to have it cheaper, then get T3.chat because it's cheaper. It's literally just all of the models that you could ever need. Aggregator, yeah. But it's all in one chat and you can jump between them mid-chat, which is really sick. So you can do Claude, you can do, DeepSeek, all of these, and you can just switch between them in the middle. So, like, I think before, what was I doing? Yeah, before I had it on Claude, and then I just switched to GPT image gen in the same chat, and good. Okay. Okay, let's see what breaks here. Hopefully it doesn't break to just do that. It's still being weird with that icon. Okay, now it's the better icon. It's just not updating over here, but Gen AI getting to the point where it'll be impossible to tell whether it was made by a person or generated pretty soon. Yeah. Are you talking in 2D images or 3D? Yeah, there is some crazy stuff with image gen especially. And also videos, which is Gen AI video. Okay, we now have a crafting bench. You can't do anything with it, but... I should do, on all interactables, select interact. Then on crafting bench, so now when I go to okay. Current focus interactable is open equals false. We could actually go to the small box. think we can do this. Let me try this first. Do you think audience reception to perceived AI use will ever become normalized? Probably. You know how kids are. They just get used to everything. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty normalized, especially if it's, if it gets good enough, you know. Interacted with crafting bench, okay? Okay. So now let's do this. E. Okay. Stack overflow. Oh. We had an infinite loop there. Okay. E. Oh, now we're just closing. Now it doesn't even do that. Open outside inventory. Then we do this. Toggle inventory UI. Does not equal null and is open equals true. If is open equals false, then we open. Okay, here we go. So we have that. Item detect area exited. We close there. I think we still want to close outside inventory. Let's see if this is it. Nope. What's up with my logic here? Oh, we're double interacting. Now they're not closing. So we want to close the outside inventory, but we also want to close it. But I think close outside inventory. We just do this. Think. Let's see. I've had a lot of headaches with these. Why is it staying there? Area exited if it isn't interactable. Oh, right here we're doing close outside inventory. Didn't I just change this? Can't remember if it was set up to where it was supposed to just close the outside inventory, but keep your own inventory open. But this will work for now. What do we do? Can I just do this? Hey, now we got little mini items. I don't necessarily want them all to be mini items though. Ah, why can I still do that? Oh, and why is... Okay. Okay. You can still drop this and then have one in your hands. So that's something. Drop item. Drop hovered item. Build UI, visible, turn, okay. Unequipped. Unequipped tool just does the same thing. I might have to bounce out here pretty quick. Okay, we need to remove placeable preview. Okay, I think here. So here, I'm going to have to bounce out here real quick, but I think it's right here. Hmm. Equip tool. If inventory not active item slot wait, if inventory not active item slot is less than let me think. What does drop tool do again? Active item changed. Connects here to unequip tool. Unequip. Does drop tool. And this already does drop tool. Okay, so we don't need that. That also fully drops that. Drop hovered item. This needs to reset. So inventory drop item. Active item changed. Goodness sakes, I've got a lot of stuff going on here. Now I just can't think straight. I think in unequip tool, we need to do the dang it. In item.item type. Because I think the build preview itself is doing the building. There we go. Oh, but then pick it up, I press 1, and it doesn't allow me to do that. Change tool goes here. So press 1, does not equal null. And it's not empty. Item scene path. Oh, because it's already... So when you drop, okay, so this is in slot UI. Drop hovered item. We either got to do this in drop hovered item or in drop item. Okay, so we drop, and if it is the active item, then we emit. Once again, we're going back to here. And in unequipped tool, that's all we do. So we're not resetting the active item. So here we could do or we could just do reset tool to nothing on the player. Now, it's a little annoying when you have a big stack of this stuff, but let's drop all of these, then we go here, drop, pick it up, press 1, and we're good. Okay, sick. All right. Well, I really got to bounce, unfortunately, but I will see you all later. Peace out. Thank you for being here. Sock in the YouTube channel or YouTube chat. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And the rest of you watching in the YouTube chat, the lurkers, appreciate you as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I can get a bunch more done over the next coming weeks. I will be moving to Finland in 3 weeks-ish. So we'll be, I'm not going to be able to stream much for a little while. But hopefully that will be the last break I really have to take for quite a while. Anyway. And for those of you in the Twitch chat, thank you for being here as well. Bit Casual, RJL, and Eternal. Appreciate you guys. I will see you all next time. Have a good